Stand, stand up for me. I will stand together. I'm right above you, and I love you and everyone. Stand up for me. For your great grandmother, for your sister, brother, and each other, and everyone. Be the light, be the answer, be the stand up for me, and I'll stand beside you. I'm the light that guides you, for inside we are one. We are one. We are Thank you. There's a rose in a fisted glove, and the eagle flies. You gotta reach inside, learn to love the one within. happy Sunday good morning. It's time to turn off your cell phones. That was a sad little cell phone. And we're going to be singing our new song of the month, Spirit Song. So if we could get you to stand up, it's time to do our calisthenics spiritually. Here we go.
All right, good morning, everybody. Let's go. Come on. Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hey, say hello to somebody around you. Morning, David. How you doing, David? All right, here we go. Living and talking with my mind set on spirit. Living and talking with my mind set on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. All right.
What am I going to do without you next week?
I don't know.
Good morning, Center for Spiritual Living, Palm Desert. How's everybody this morning?
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome. It's so wonderful to see you here. We all survived the rain and everything.
Well, it wasn't like we were in a hurricane.
Well, I was driving back from Orange County yesterday. It was pretty bad. The Badlands, I thought I was in Ireland. It was so green and beautiful. Oh, my God. It was gorgeous. I was driving and trying to take pictures, but not.
Really?
I do have a couple. All right. So anyway, so this is what's going on this week. This week, Holly's class is starting Tuesday morning at 9:30 on decluttering from the inside out. So please join her for that class. And then Dale, next one. Dale's class is starting this Wednesday. It's an accredited class, and you can talk to Dale about that or get a flyer out there. It'll be this Wednesday at 9 o'clock. And we're so Mimi, how are we on our volunteers? We're good. Yay, thank you everybody that stepped up to help with that. So that is wonderful. And it'll be a beautiful weekend next weekend for it. So that'll be great. I start my book study class starting next Tuesday, the Book of Knowing and Worth. It's a wonderful book, and so please join us for that. It's different. We actually read the book in the class and discuss it. I don't make you read and then come in and talk about it. So it's fun. Takes us a while to get through it, but it's fun. Sue Powell is doing, by popular demand, she's doing her primordial sound meditation, and it's a 4-week class starting February 18th. And we suggest that this Saturday she does a meditation. She does the actual meditations, and this is a Saturday she's doing it. So if you kind of are curious about it, please go there and participate in that meditation and see. I'm sure it will resonate with you. And this is a meditation that Deepak created.
So if you're primordial curious, you should show up on Saturday?
Yes. Yes. And then our beautiful Francine, who's doing our prayer today, who's an attorney and a practitioner, she's giving this wonderful class on estate planning. It's pretty good deal for $50, let me tell you, for an attorney. So anyway, the Vista, I'm just saying, no, I mean, if you were to go to have a private, you'd be paying $250, $500.
What'd you say?
What did you?
Yeah, she said, I heard that.
Yeah,
Great.
well, that's a deal, right?
You're doing a great job, Laura. Go ahead. Keep going.
No, I was paying her a compliment. All right. So Vista 2019, Under One Sky, Spiritual Living Today. So this is our, every year, Centers for Spiritual Living, they have a convention. And every other year it's virtual. One year we go somewhere. This year they're doing something different. We're going to be Zooming it. And so just like the live streaming, we're going to be live streaming it here at the center. So we're going to have flyers. You're going to hear great music that, you know, some of these people have been here, some you've never heard of. They will be performing, and you will have great speakers like our leaders, like Dr. Ken Gordon. It's a great way for you to really feel that we are part of something bigger than just our center. We are part of this amazing organization. And that's when, and then there's a business meeting that you won't have to sit through. But
although William is running for the
yes, I was
international
just going to say, William is running for, not on the board, he's running for the Practitioner Council.
Yeah.
And so he's running, so our delegates will be voting for him. And then also, we just wanted to remind you to go over to the bookstore. We've got some great gifts there. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so you might pick up something really wonderful in the bookstore for that. Yes. Oh, yes.
Where's yours?
I had to take it off.
Oh, my God. You know what? You're not keeping up. Go ahead.
I know.
Keep going.
I'm sorry. Okay. Hollis Smith made his transition. And I know, he was always just so sweet. And anyway, Hollis was really, I didn't even really know this about him, but really big in the tennis community. And they are dedicating a court for him next year. They're having a celebration of life at the tennis gardens at right after, it's like 1 o'clock. So I'm doing a prayer there, so I have to run over there. But if you're interested in going, because seats are limited, there's a number that you can call to see if they still have seats. And but we're very blessed to have him here at our center. And then we had some transitions. Yeah, Sybil Bailey, Eric's mother, made her transition this week, and she was always here, always smiling, always so joyful. So there have been some people this week. So, and
happy birthday, Reverend Laura. Let's sing happy birthday. Let's go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Laura. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. So at this time, I'd like to, and also I did mention at the first service, but I want to thank Laura Meeks for last week for doing that visioning. That was absolutely wonderful, Laura.
Yes,
really. And we're going to do more of them throughout the year, too. But right now, I want to introduce her lovely wife, Annie, who's the chair of our Abundance Committee, co-chair.
Whatever I am. First thing we wanted to do is tell you how much we really appreciate all of you turning in your giving forms and your making the commitment to the support of this center so that we can provide and together we can do great things. This is the last week we're putting the forms on your chairs. If you haven't had a chance to fill one in, please fill it out and drop it in the box. But we really thank you for your participation, your contributions, and your commitment to making us all better for each other. Thanks.
Thank you. And now it's time for me to introduce our guest musician today. I knew him, I've only known him as one thing, which is Barry the Sound Guy, right? But he's much more than that. He has a band and they sing all over the valley. Barry, he's very popular. But we all know him as Barry, our sound guy. So welcome Barry the Sound Guy, all right? Aww. He just gave his baby a little, not his wife, his actual baby a little kiss. Oh, this is what Daddy looks like sleep deprived and singing. Come on, Barry, do it for us.
2, 3,
Well, you better listen, my sisters and brothers, 'cause if you do, you can hear there are voices still crying across the years. And they're crying across the ocean, and they're crying across the land, and they will till we all come to understand. None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. And there's people still in darkness, and they just can't see the light. And if you don't say that it's wrong, that says it's right. We got to try to feel for each other. Let our brothers know that we care. We got to get the message sent it out loud and clear. None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. And I swear salvation isn't too hard to find, but none of us can find it on our own. And we got to join together in spirit, heart, and mind. Every soul who's suffering will know that they're not alone. If you just look around me, you're gonna see just what I see. 'Cause the world is getting smaller each passing day. Now it's time to start making changes, and it's time for us all to realize that the truth is shining right before our eyes. And none of us are free. And none of us are free. None of us are free. If one of us is chained, none of us are free. 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 If one of us is chained, none of us are free. None of us are free. No, none of us. Oh, not one of us. None of us are free. 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 If one of us is chained, none of us are free. 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 If one of us is chained, none of us are free. Thank you.
Oh. Cute, huh? Barry, sleep deprivation does you well, man. Good job. All right. Good morning, I guess, officially. Now I'm really hot. Isn't that cute? I love holding on to babies. What is it with it whenever a guy holds a baby, suddenly they go like this? They just sway back and forth. Anyway, all right, so welcome to our faith community. Every week we start out with our mission statement, so please join me. We are a dynamic, open, and positive faith community that accepts all religions. Our mission is to awaken you to your divine nature, empowering you to create the life of your dreams. We are changing lives one heart at a time. Let's close our eyes and go into meditation. Take a deep breath in and exhale. One more time, deep breath in, sigh in the exhale. And we can change the world one heart at a time. We can change the world we can change the world, one heart at a time. And we can change the world, one heart at a time.
Good morning, Center for Spiritual Living, Palm Desert. Welcome to today. Welcome to yet another beautiful Sunday morning. As we continue in this same state of sweet, sacred consciousness, I invite you to go in just a little deeper. Taking a deep, cleansing breath, a breath that's deep, deep within your core. I invite you to breathe in the knowing that today is all there is. That today is the day. It's all there is. I invite you to breathe in the knowing that God is all there is. That there is but one mind, one power, one energy, one amazing spirit that governs this so sweet universe. And I invite you to breathe in the knowing that we each, you, me, us, that we are intricately connected to that one mind. We are a part of that one spirit. We are a part of the whole. On this day, I, Francine Ward, I speak my word for myself and for each and every one of us, knowing that of God all things are possible. On this day, I am knowing that there is this divine presence that is so invested in our making right choices, so invested in our making a right decision. So on this day, just for today, we choose to think through our options. Just for today, we choose to research. We choose to ask questions. We choose not to take things for face value. On this day, we choose to think through so that the right choice is there. And on this day, I am knowing that once we make the choice to ask the question and we go deep within, that the right answer is there. On this day, I am knowing the answer for each and every one of us is lodged deep within us. It is always there. And so on this day, I give thanks for the knowing that the answers are within me, that the answers are within you. On this day, I give thanks for the knowing that there is no wrong choice. And so on this day, I release my word into the law of mind, knowing that it is done. And so if any piece of this resonates with you, if any part of this prayer in knowing that your choices are among you, I invite you to close with me and say, and so it is.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Please join me. And get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. Let's take a deep breath in. So our song for the month after meditation is Face of God. And I invite you to keep your eyes closed. Just imagine if you were looking into the eyes of someone different than us and you and me. Someone who is from a different culture, different country, different religion. And one of the exercises I want you to do today too is I want you to think about people who make your blood boil. You know who they are. You may have a whole list of those, but when you're singing, one whole verse is dedicated to seeing them as the face of God and the face of love. It's not until we heal that type of relationship within ourselves that we can now actually heal ourselves and other people. No one can be outside of the circle of love. So let's just think about that when you take this journey. So please join me. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. Switch people in your mind. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. Let's bring it up. Sing it out like you're singing it out into the universe. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. Last time, you are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love.
People get ready. There's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage. You just get on board. All you need is faith to hear them diesels humming. You don't need no ticket. You just thank the Lord. People get ready. There's a train to Jordan, picking up passengers, coast to coast. Faith is the key, open the doors and board them. There's room for all, among them love the most. There ain't no room for the hopeless sinner who would hurt all mankind just to save his own. And pity on those whose chances grow thinner for this new hiding place from the kingdom's throne. There's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear them diesels humming. Get some kid on board. You just thank the Lord. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord.
Hey, Barry. All right. By the way, one more announcement. Reverend Rebecca, would you please stand up? Rebecca passed her ministerial panels, so she is now a reverend here. We will be having a service for her in March when we officially introduce her as one of our staff ministers of our center. So congratulations, Rebecca. It's a lot of hard work. Okay, so the past few weeks, things to me in my mind have been really heavy in terms of my lessons. And so today I wanted to lighten it up just a little bit and have a little bit of fun. So I went on to, I take and write things down from social media posts that people put on social media. And so I put a whole lesson together based on the posts that I like, right? Some of them are really appropriate, some of them are totally inappropriate. So I want to share them with you today. All right, are we good for that? All right, first one. We will never change the world by going to church. We will only change the world by being the church. Right? It's not enough to come here and learn these things. It's how we take it out into our lives. You know, that's what they say. I don't know. So... something about being a garage, being a car doesn't make you a garage, or being a garage doesn't make you a car. Anyway, it's about taking it off. It's about actually taking it out into the world and applying it. It's one thing for you to come in here and gain all this knowledge, but if you still walk out and you still look at your life situation and you haven't changed your mind about it, then you just came to church, you're not taking church with you. Does that make sense? So this object is for you to learn something, take it out there so it affects your relationships, it affects your health, it affects the things going on in your life. The point is to make a difference when you leave here. We can all feel good. We can have a kumbaya moment and sing and feel good about each other. But if you walk out the door and you're not feeling that and you're not expressing that throughout the week, then all we did was have a feel-good moment. I think we want to have a feel-good life. We want to change things. People can't drive you crazy if you don't give them the keys. Right? How many times have you handed over the key to somebody you should have never handed the keys over to? It's really interesting. We will loan people our cars very casually, right? Sometimes, oh yeah, you can borrow my car. But we hand over the keys to our heart and our emotions really easily. And then we wonder why we haven't scrutinized things a little bit closer. But people can only drive you crazy if you give them the key to crazy. And if you do, you better get your keys back. All right? And only you can do that. Next thing, don't confuse my personality with my attitude. My personality is who I am. My attitude depends on who you are. Don't you love that one? I know who I am. But when you're pissing me off, yeah, I'm going to show attitude about it. Yeah, I know who I am, right? But we do. We know who we are. And everything's perception. Think about it. Everything is perception. You know, sometimes if I'm in a bad mood, I don't care what other people are saying. If I'm in a bad mood, everything they say comes through bad, right? And I try to find the negative in whatever they're saying. Anybody do that when you're in a bad mood, right? Or when you're hurting or in pain or something like that, you can't hear them clearly because you're so fogged up in your own stuff that you can't really grasp what they're saying. So you just, everything is shrouded in that kind of attitude, right? So next one. I stress about stress before there's even stress to stress about. Then I stress about stressing over stress that doesn't need to be stressed, that I don't need to be stressed about. It's stressful. I stress about stress before there's even stress to stress about. Think about it. How many times have you stressed out and nothing's even happened? You're projecting your stress. Oh my God, but what if this happens? And what if, whoosh, and off you go. You're like projecting into stress. And then you get stressed out because then you start believing your own stress that it hasn't even, and nothing's happened yet. There's no real reason for you to feel that way. In fact, I would venture to say that most times nothing ever comes to pass when you've been in this stressful, stressed out situation. Most of the times things don't work out or things don't unfold when you think what's the worst case scenario? It never happens. But man, oh man, we take it on, don't we? We take it on, we carry it around, and then we stress out, and then because we're stressing, it adds more stress, then people go, oh my God, you're stressed out. You go, you have no idea how stressed out I am. And they're like, what about? Well, I have no idea. I'm just worried about this. They're like, wait, what? No, it hasn't even happened yet. So think about that. Think about how you purchase stress. Pre-purchase stress. Pre-order stress. I have friends that pre-cocktail before they go out to a party. In other words, they go to the house, have a drink before they go to the party. Think about how you pre-stress before you go to stress out. How you do that. You attend a pre-stress party. Not smart, huh? All right, next one, William. Watch. Perfect. The wife said, "You're drinking a beer this early?" Husband, come on, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, back up, I messed it. Wife, but we're still at church. I try to throw little funny ones in every once in a while to kind of lighten the mood up, right? All right, struggle is nothing more than effort laced with negative emotion, right? You're making the effort, but you're just making it in the wrong direction. It takes up your energy. You've just placed the wrong charge on it. Think about that. You're taking up the energy anyway. You're using that energy anyway, but you've charged it with the negative. So what do you expect? So what can you expect the universe to say back to you when you're charging something with the negative? What's it going to say? Heck yeah. Negative. You're praying for negative. You shall have negative pressed down, flowing over, and have it abundantly. Am I right? Okay, so struggle is nothing more than effort laced with negative emotion. And who is the one who laced it with that? You and I. No one else can do that. You are the one who buys the key, buys the product, drinks it, makes it that way. Patience is the calm acceptance that things can happen in a different order than the one you have in mind. But that doesn't work for me. Because I'm a planner. I plan everything out. I have lists. I have an order in my mind that way things should unfold. I have a very specific idea of how things should be. So when they're not that, and every step along the way, I have little benchmarks of how it should be. So when the universe doesn't respond according to my benchmarks or what I think, I get pissed, angry, upset, Anxious, right? Anybody else? Yeah. But I have to learn that not everything happens in the order that I set things up, in the way I set things up. And really, why should I care if I get to the end result? See, if what I want, I know I'm going to have, why do I care about the methodology in which I get from here to here? That's just control freak Joe needing to know everything, wanting to know everything, and thinking he's more smarter than the universe that's creating the thing itself, right? But maybe, just maybe, peace comes from the word calm acceptance. Calm is not an adjective people use to describe me. Anybody? Right? Correct? Yeah, thank you. You agree with them. Okay, great. Calm is not necessarily my forte. So I have to work on the calm acceptance, not the frenzied surrender. Does anyone know the frenzied surrender? Oh my God, I give up. That's the frenzied surrender. That's the one. That's not calm acceptance. That's the frenzied surrender. What's going to be more effective spiritually? The calm acceptance. That way I don't have to worry about the tornado coming down. All right? Almost all fear is just bad management of your mind. Have you ever been to a restaurant that's really mismanaged? Anybody? And you won't go back because you're like, that's not good. We mismanage our mind all the time, and we keep going back and repeating the same thing. So it's like going back to the bad, mismanaged restaurant over and over again, complaining how bad it is, but never doing anything new to change restaurants. Make sense? So almost all fear is just bad management of our minds. And actually, it's always the perception of things versus what really is. It's how I perceive it, because it charges everything follows a neural pathway, and things trigger that neural pathway. So I just have to make sure that I manage those well. I used to be a fountain of information, now I'm a cesspool of useless facts. Try having a conversation with the millennial. I have all sorts of useless facts in which they're like, really? Really? I'm like, well, back then, knowing exactly Diana Ross's tour concert schedule was exactly really important to people. It's kind of changed. Anyway, never mind. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. Yeah, we talk about that a lot. It's like, yeah, that feels really good, but I'm not signing up. Think about it. That feels really good, but I don't want to be inconvenienced by doing it. I don't want to have to show up and do something I'm not, kind of feels a little awkward doing, but selfless service is about getting nothing in return, and that makes you feel better because you're just like, I have no expectation of anything in return. That's when we talk about service opportunities like the Tour to Palm Springs and other things. It's one thing to talk about them and go, yeah, that's right. But are you showing up for them? Are you signing up? Are you becoming present so you can do that? Or is it just a nice thing to say on Sunday, but you walk out and you don't do it? Ships don't sink because of the water around them. Ships sink because of the water that gets in them. Don't let what's happening around you get inside you and weigh you down. Think about that. Ships don't sink because the water is around them. They're in the storm. They sink because something's wrong with the ship and the manager of the ship, which leads me to the next one. Good sailors are not made from calm seas. Okay? Think about it. It's about having a hole in the boat. So how do you prevent that? How do you go through life and knowing that we're all going to have a couple storms and have seas all the time that are going to, it's having the spiritual sound boat that you create, that you cast here and you sail with it. Now, some people will come in, they like boat repair. In other words, boat management. They repair their boat. They'll come into the center because their boat's getting flooded, and we'll fix their boat. And then they go out, but they didn't really fix the boat. They just patched it and didn't take care of it. They didn't learn how to sail it properly or make sure that it doesn't do what it just did. And then they break down, and then they come back here and want us to fix their boat again, which we do, and then they sail on out, and the same thing happens, and they cut. So if you see the revolving door, that probably means that you haven't worked on making a boat. You're just putting little temporary patches on it, and as soon as you hit a storm again, you're back. So maybe, just maybe, it's going to require more commitment for you to learn how to sail in those kinds of seas. Because, a smooth sail is a smooth sail. Anybody can do a smooth sail. My daughter's a flight instructor, and, it's one thing when it's, really easy, there's no turbulence. But when there's turbulence, you got to know what you're doing, which is why I don't fly. Because I'm like, no. Well, not in a little plane. No, because I can't imagine me being calm in that situation. Thank God there are people that are like that. But good sailors are not meant from calm. You know what? You need to learn how to spiritually shore up yourself so that your boat doesn't sink again, or at least take a hit. Next one. Some days I can conquer the world. Other days it takes me 3 hours to convince myself to shower. Anybody? 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 Okay. I stopped looking for the light, decided to become it instead. Is that my last slide? Really? I'm that fast? Really? Hold on. I feel like I missed something. Give me just a second, would you please? No, William, I have a whole bunch of them. What happened to the one about if you never heal from what hurt you, you'll bleed on people who didn't cut you? Can I say that one again? Because, William, you just put my finale up, dude. I got like a bunch of these things. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. So, William, just forget it. I'm going to have to do it by my power. That's all right. It doesn't matter, William. We're not going to catch up. If you never heal from what hurt you, you'll bleed on people who didn't cut you. Think about that. Think about how sometimes again, going back to neural pathways, things will happen and it will trigger within you in a totally different scenario, totally different person. It will trigger within you feelings of pain or fear. And because it triggers the pain and fear, you automatically label the person that you're with in the same category, even though they had nothing to do with it. So you're actually cutting them and hurting them, even though they didn't do anything to you. Think about how many times we put unnecessary labels on people, especially when it comes to relationships. Relationships are really good about that. We will actually say things about a relationship that we're in the potential of having or we have that reminds us of something old, and we're like, no way, I had an ex that did that. No, You start treating them like they're the ex. Anybody? Okay, so you know what that feels like. So remember that. You got to heal yourself first. Because if you don't heal that hurt, two things are going to happen. You're going to always think that people are out to hurt you. And because you don't heal the hurt, through the law of attraction, what will you get more of? Hurt. So it's necessary that when we're feeling pain, hurt, that we actually work our way through healing it. Now, this is one of those tricky subjects. It's like forgiveness. Sometimes we think I can heal it, but then something will trigger within you that emotion again, and then the key is to be aware that you've been triggered by it. Instead of going down the same pathway, create a new path. Because if you don't, you're going to repeat it again. So it's just like grief. Grief is like that too. Sometimes you feel like, okay, good, I've really worked my way through this, and then suddenly it will pop up again. You're like, wait, I feel like I'm starting all over again. Forgiveness is the same way. These hurts are the same way. Does that make sense? All right. A mistake. Yesterday I was clever and wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I changed myself. Yeah? So it's not about me going out and changing the world. It's about how I represent myself in the world. Think about if everyone changed how they represented themselves in the world, how much this world would get along. Think about that. Think about that representation. I'm not out to change the world. That's not my job. My job is to change Joe, to make Joe the best possible Joe he can be, to live Joe by example, the best I can possibly be, far from perfection, but as best as I can do it, Joe, right? And to teach from that and have you clue into that as well. And you become the light of that. Does that make sense? All right, the key to happiness is letting each situation be what it is instead of what you think it should be. That's just stressful. I'm stressing out just thinking about that. That stresses me out. You know why? Because I think that I should know what this is. I think I should have everything the way I want it, at the moment I want it. It's the toddler that never grew up, right? I want them all. So the key to happiness, the happiness is letting things be as they are, knowing they're not that way forever. Remember what I used to say? Nothing lasts forever, it's just for now. Nothing can last forever, it's just for now. But the key to happiness is to reside in the being of this moment. Now, it may not be exactly what I want it to be, but if I start taking it and throwing negative energy around it, being in this moment is going to suck. Are you with me? And I don't want that. So I have to make sure that my being does the best job it can, and I am no expert, but I try my very best to just be fully present in the moment, not project too far out and not sit there in the rearview mirror looking back, but just to be happy as I can be in this moment. You know, we saw a couple memorials, people making their transitions, and I just had someone else make their transition yesterday, and close to my age. And I tell you what, you just don't know when life's going to change. And so you have to look at that and go, I have to just be in this moment and be as happy in this moment. And it's very easy to collapse into discord or chaos or disappointment or any kind of fear about what didn't happen so far. But you know what? What's the point of that? Because that takes me out of this moment of loving. It takes me out of the moment of compassion and being empathetic and being joyful in this moment. I give up my joy by forecasting my pain. Does that make sense? Yes. A mistake repeated more than once is a decision. Repeat that. A mistake repeated more than once is a decision. Look at your neighbor and say that again. A mistake repeated more than once is a decision. Look at your other neighbor. A mistake repeated more than once is a decision. You have to take away the victim label after you volunteer the second time. First time you can make a mistake. Second marriage, not so much. Got it? First time, mistake repeated more than once is a decision. So you have to give up the role of victim when you do it a second time, or third, or fifth, however many you've had. Could be jobs, could be people, could be management of money. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be health. All of those things fit in that category. You may have made a mistake. Okay, big deal. Forget it. Move on. Live in the moment and go, okay, but I don't have to do that again. But if I do it again, then you're like, ooh, wait. Now I have a pattern. Now I have to deal with a pattern. Because now patterns require a lot more time to move around. Usually they say 21 days for you to fix some sort of a pattern, right? Do something different for 21 days, right? Everybody's going home going, okay, day one. And then if you screw up, then you got to start over again. I can't make it past 18, but okay, now you know. We do our best, but it takes that long to fix a pattern. Are there any other ones I have? Any other words of wisdom that I have? Well, then do me a favor, throw the last one up again, the one about the light thing, or I'll just say it again. No, not that one. Okay, I have to tell you, if you're not on my social media, it's too funny. A side story. The most brilliant marketing and product placement that I've ever seen. Are you ready? I drove past the marijuana dispensary, and the Girl Scouts were selling cookies out of a van. The boxes were flying out of the back of that van. I'm not sure who was getting hired, them or the one people going in. Brilliant marketing. Some parent really thought that out, you know? I had to buy 2 boxes. I was done. I already did that one. No, I didn't do that one. Give me the one that says, I stopped looking for the light, decided to become it instead. Say that. I stopped looking for the light, decided to become it instead. That's what this is about. This really isn't about you trying to go find some light. You've always had the light. You know those dimmer switches that you can put down really low that it makes it look like, it probably for all intents and purposes, the bulb looks like it's off, but you know it's still on, right? That's what we do. You can't turn it off. You can just turn it down. And it doesn't turn you down. I turn it down. You turn it down. You adjust it down to where sometimes it feels non-existent. But it's nothing that the universe does to me. It's what I do to myself and to the universe. So stop looking for some thing to float down and give you the light. It's already there within you. It's about learning how to turn that dimmer switch up and becoming that light by example. Not just attending the center, but being the center when you leave here. Being committed to doing what we're doing. That's really important. Because that's how we're going to change. One heart at a time. Our goal is to change one heart at a time. I didn't say go out and change a whole community. I didn't say go to your HOA meeting and try to convert everybody. Right? But one heart at a time, when you touch them in that way and you get that and you tap into your own self and someone else taps into that and you resonate with that, that's going to change the world. One at a time. And I see about 250 people in here. I think we could change 250 other lives tomorrow. And then we have 500 people doing the right thing. And then 500 becomes 1,000. And then 1 becomes 2. 2 becomes 4. It's how we change the world. But it starts with the person sitting in the chair first. Stop looking for the light. You've always had it within you. You'll always have it within you. Even when you're in Forest Lawn and we can't see it, there's a light there. You're going to carry that with you to the next experience. So you can't dim it because you were created in the image and likeness of that light before you were even put into this human existence. You were that form before it became form. You were that light before the light became light. That's who we are. That's our disposition. That's where we come from. So life from social media. Sometimes we can get social media to get you down. I love these little blurbs. And you put them together, you get a whole Sunday lesson. And it makes you feel good, and it makes you laugh, it makes you think, and some resonate with you and some don't. And if it resonates with you and you want to see it and you didn't pick up what are these? PowerPoint. If you didn't pick these up, they're in the foyer on your way out. Make sure you grab one, and you'll probably share it with somebody. Have a great day. Thank you, everybody.
All right. So at this time, I'd like to call our ushers to please come forward for the collection. And then those of you, as they're coming up that are live streaming, there's a button there for you to hit donate, or you can also text your offering. And so as we come in...
Hold on. Tell them about what's going to happen on the
I
screen.
will. I was going to
Okay.
tell them as... Yes. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do the prayer first. All right. So let us, from that place of gratitude and that consciousness of gratitude, let us say our offertory prayer together, please. I offer this gift with joy and gratitude. I receive freely and give freely, knowing the law of circulation is working perfectly in my life and the life of this center. And so while the song is going, go ahead, and the collection baskets, we're going to list all the names of those of you that have stepped up and filled out your commitment form. We are so grateful. And if your name isn't up there, make sure you drop, today's the day, well, we'll accept them after today, but we're trying to get everything together. So please, there's a box out there that you can fill yours up. But these are the names, and we're so grateful. Thank you.
Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. And every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. And every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. And every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. It's up to me to be grateful. It's up to me to be kind. It's up to me to be grateful. It's up to me. It's up to me. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Last time through. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life.
All right. So tell everyone your name. Oh, I like your
My
necklace.
name is Carol.
Carol, how long have you been coming here?
I'm going on 4 years.
All right. So is it making a difference in your life?
It has made a difference in my life.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's bless our offering together, please. Oh, what? Not that one.
Every day we
I've already been snipping, getting ready for that Super Bowl party. All right. We bless this collective offering and receive it with gratitude, knowing it is spirit in action. As this currency flows through our center and beyond, it blesses many lives, including our own. And please give it to Annie, our chair, co-chair. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So at this time, I'd like to welcome our visitors. If you are here for the first time, we'd love to welcome you. Please stand. We have a gift for you. Anyone here? Come on. I know you're out there. There they are. There they are. Welcome, welcome. So what we're giving you is a CD container holder with information about our center. And please stop by the foyer table out there and pick up a CD of a couple of Dr. Joe's talks. We welcome you. If you're visiting the Valley, enjoy yourselves. And if you're from the Valley, come back and make this your spiritual home. And at this time, can I have my practitioners and ministers please stand? This is part of our prayer team here. And these are the practitioners that will be over in the Om room. So go over there and have them pray for your favorite team. No, I'm just kidding. You can do that too, but if you're going through something, please go over there and have them pray with you. We have miracles that happen here every day. And so look at that. This is everything that's going on this week. We want to remind you that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do a live Facebook filming here in the sanctuary. Come here like around 9:15. We start filming at 10. If you have questions that you want to ask, please join us and bring your questions. And then we're going to pick names and give free counseling sessions, Dale and myself. So don't forget, we have stuff happening every day except Monday, but that's going to change too. So let's just take a deep breath in. From this awareness that each and every one of us is that divine light, that each and every one of us has that seed of God, seed of divinity implanted within us. We let our light shine. We let down those gates and let that light flood into the world. And as we do that, we know that that light is replenished even stronger. And so we are, each and every one of us, taking these lessons, taking what we learn on Sunday and being that church by our example, by being that light in the world. And we are making a difference. We are making a difference by who we are, who we choose to be in every situation. And so I know that I am blessed, and we are each blessed by this consciousness that we share together, this oneness that we share, and that feeling of connectedness to Spirit. And so I am grateful. I'm grateful knowing that our lives are blessed and overflowing with great health and abundance and joy and love and peace. So knowing that this is the truth for each and every one of us, I release my word into the law that always says yes. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Have a great day, a wonderful weekend, everyone.